it's time to finish this. I haven't got my glasses on. This is going to be a lot harder. And I can't bother to go and get them. So, yeah. We're doing the last 2 Spice Girls today. Currently the house is quiet because sister's asleep, mum and dad are out. I'm expecting a parcel any moment now. So as soon as I get into this, I imagine I'll have to go and answer the door. The dog's fighting outside. There's also the neighbour's kids out in the garden. Oh, lovely. Before we start this video, since I have taken like a break from posting every single week, I've realised something here. I do not want to post just any old crap. And I don't want to post ramen talks anymore. I want to post whatever I feel like posting. And I don't feel like posting ramen talks anymore. So, apologies that I said I was going to continue them and now I'm not. So. I definitely want to do more Lego. But that's expensive, so that's going to be like once in a blue moon. I definitely want to do more food related stuff. I just don't know what my niche is. I don't know what I want to do. I mean, obviously I like K-pop, but I mean, there's only so many videos you can do on K-pop. If this is even something I want to do anymore, because honestly, as the years have gone by, I've enjoyed posting it for me and for like gaining confidence, and it's nice to feel creative. But honestly, I'm like all dried out on making videos, and I just feel like I might move over to TikTok. I do want to start making more TikToks because short form videos are so much less time consuming and I don't have a lot of time. So what you might start seeing in the future is I will be posting less on here and more on TikTok. So go follow me on TikTok. The name's KTom. I don't know what I'm going to be posting there either. So. The thing is, right, I'm focusing on me right now. I'm focusing on losing weight. I'm focusing on driving. I'm focusing on being where I want to be physically rather than mentally. This needs to take a pause while I get a whole grip on those things. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Let's carry on with the video. So we've got MEL, which, if we cast our minds back to last time, had the most difficult hair to do in the world. We have Jerry and we have little Emma. So they can go at the side here. Now we're going to do the last 2, which should be Posh Spice, Victoria, and MEL C, which is Melanie something. Who's Mel C? Chisholm. And it is Mel Brown, yes. Mel Brown and Mel Chisholm. Knew that. Okay, let's get cracking into it. This is going to be so much harder because I haven't got glasses on and I can't bother to go and get them. So we need Victoria, done you, and we need Yo. I'm going to try and do it as quickly as I can because quite frankly, I haven't got a long attention span. So let's do number 4 first, which I believe will be MEL C. Also, my parents very well might barge in because they're looking at fires right now. We still don't have a fire. So I imagine they won't be very long. Alright, let's get cracking. So, MEL C. We need a big blue square, 2 green things, and plop them in the middle. Can you even see? Oh, we're really not straight at all. Do you like my t-shirt, by the way? It's not a t-shirt, it's a jumper. 1, it represents me. All the birds and dogs need to shush. I'm trying to talk about myself here. And 2, it's the Marina the Diamonds jumper, which I bought at her concert. So I was closeted then, by the way. Very few straight people like Marina and the Diamonds. I'm just going to say that. Well, men anyway, straight men. I should have realised really, shouldn't I? Anyway. Yes, so... La, 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 la. I love Marina the Diamonds. Or Marina as she's called now. Loved her last album as well. Marina. doesn't look as heavily involved as the other two, so we're looking good on that part, on that respect. Watch me speak too soon here. We all listened to Twice's new album because I have and I love it. Actually, interestingly enough, Set Me Free is probably one of my least favourite songs. I still love it on the album. Wallflower is my favourite. What am I doing? What I'm doing? I'm not paying attention, that's what I'm not doing. Yeah, Wallflower is my favourite. When is the weather going to start being nice, by the way? Because I have been going on runs almost every day, right? And I run, because there's a forest right near my house, and I run through the forest and through the fields and through farmers' fields, and they're disgustingly muddy and wet. And I prefer running through those because there's less people there to look at me. And yes, I don't like looking at people when I'm running. So I've gotten less and less bothered about it because I used to literally stop running for every person I saw. But now I just run past them. But I would like the mud to go away because I'm coming back literally covered in crap. I'm covered in mud. I also, having to avoid the mud, I have to run through thorns and brambles, and my legs look horrendous. They look cut up. Looks like I've been tortured. So, can we stop with, I know we're supposed to have like a wet weather for another like 2 to 3 weeks, so, and just when you think to yourself, it's drying up, it starts raining again. So, yeah. Oh, I finished The Glory. Oh, God, it was so good. I love it. Why the hell did they employ a director who has a bullying history? Why do they not, every single person who works on any production or any film or any TV show, any song, anything that is in the public eye needs to have their background checked for things like that? For horrible statements I've made on the internet, for bullying, for crimes, and if that's the case, you can go away. Because why would you have that energy in your production? Why on earth? I'm sure when that woman who wrote that series found out that he had a bullying past, she was mortified. Because I would be mortified, because the whole premise of the show is about bullying and how it's not okay, and how some people, ow, I've just stuck those two together through my hand. Like it's literally pinched my skin. And so sometimes people will get revenge on you. I would love to have done that. I would love to go back and make the people who made my life when I was younger a living hell. I would love to. However, I'm not as smart as Donnan. So, the people who made my life a living hell, and you know who you are, there's 2 people at least. You're lucky that I can't do things like that, because I would quite happily run you over. And that was a joke for any person that's going to report me to the police. That was a joke, obviously. Have I done this wrong again? Yes, I've done it bloody wrong again. I really wish I'd just pay attention and follow instruction. The Glory was such an amazing series. I loved that everyone got their carbons. So she had, 5 bullies, but also she took down all the people who did nothing to stop it. What a boss. I'm a boss-ass bitch. You know. So, mad respect. I've also just started watching that MH370 documentary, and it's already making me upset. I just don't understand how a plane can just disappear. And this is why I'll never get on planes. Honestly, you'll have to drug me to get on a plane. I don't know why I went to Northern then, but yeah. Because the first time I ever realised that I could potentially go on a plane one day, I watched Final Destination. No, not going on a plane. And then I've watched this and I thought, no. So I'm just a bit scared, that's all. I have watched on Netflix that film, Fall. You know, the one with the two girls that climb that really long tower. Can we just say, for starters, how incredibly that was shot? Because it looked all real. There's some parts that are obviously fake, but the entirety of that film looks like they were actually climbing it, and I don't know whether they were or not, and it's making me it's making me question everything, because like they were not attached to anything apart from themselves. And like the first scene when they were climbing literal vertical rock with nothing to grab on. Look, if you looked at the rock in the first scene, there was no hand, there was nothing to grab onto. It was sheer rock. How do you climb that? And all they had was rope between them. You're asking for death. I did not care when that man died because it was his own fault. Anyway, yeah. Also, I have listened to our entry for Eurovision, and I've got to say, I like it. I know there's a lot of people that hate it, but I like it. And if you look at the odds, currently we are 5th actually, aren't we? We were just. So currently we are, okay, never mind. We moved back down to 7th. I mean, so we're not going to win, but we're going to come high again, which is, like, apart from last year, has never happened really before in my lifetime. So that's exciting, and I think she does a really good job of singing that song, MEL. I'm just worried, once again, I'm worried that they're going to focus too much on, I'm really confused. Huh? I'm not checking that. Okay, so here's the problem. Oh no, here it is. I really hope they don't heavily focus on because I know that they do want to showcase Liverpool and everything, but like we didn't win, so we shouldn't be, really, should we? We should be focusing on Ukrainian culture and bringing that to light because, hello, they won. Now, if this plane could quite kindly just be on its way, that would be lovely. Oh, Mel C, your hair is just a joy to do. I don't know how long we've been filming for. Because I can't see. I literally can't see anything apart from the pages. I find that, you know, with a lot of groups, a lot of K-pop groups, as they get older, as they're nearing the end of their contracts and when they sign new contracts and stuff, and when they start becoming more independent in their own, like, songwriting and stuff, their B-sides become a lot better and their title tracks seem to suffer. I'm not saying Set Me Free is bad, because it's not at all. But if you look at the ones that JYP wrote in the initial stages of Twice debuting, and the ones slightly, like, midway into their contract, they had a lot more impact, I think. But their B-sides have just completely improved massively, in my opinion. I'm just kind of hoping I can get this done before my parents come home, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will. So, I keep talking, that's the problem. I need to shut up. I literally never talk, ever, in my real life. I am very quiet. If people who know me in real life will probably, if they ever see this, because I'm hoping they don't, not gonna lie, you'll probably think, who the hell is that? Because that's not Tom. I literally never talk. I never talk. And that is not a bad thing, in my opinion. I don't make small talk because I don't like small talk, but also, you don't need to talk to be friends with someone. A lot of people in my life decide that they don't like me because I don't talk. Which, you know, I mean, it's fair enough, but also, no, it's not fair enough, because realistically, what have I actually done to you other than not say hello? Nothing. And I don't think not saying hello is warrant to not like someone. I've simply not said hello because I don't know who you are, and I've never spoken to you before. So, you know, God forbid. So yeah, don't feel like you have to say hello to. Look, obviously, if it's like if it's something different, like you're greeting someone who like you're doing a favour for, or something like that. Something like it's not just like you're passing someone, or you've seen someone a few times and you're passing them in the street, or stuff like that. You don't have to. You do not have to say hello. It's nice. It's courteous. It's really raining right now. It's courteous, but there is no obligation or law that says you have to. So don't feel like you have to. Just putting that out there. It bugs me when people decide that they don't like me just because I don't talk. Like, who the hell are you? Have you not ever thought to consider the fact that I might not talk to you for a reason? And a lot of times it is because I've been listening to what they say and I don't like what I hear. So I just don't talk to them. I think that's fair enough. Really? 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 You're really doing this to me? Seriously, I swear to bleeding God. Let me just pop her on. Cool. Oh, it's subsiding, look. Okay. There she is, Mel C. Lovely. Okay, let's immediately move on to Victoria. I think Victoria has a bad rap. I think a lot of people dismissed her. Oh, but they're none of them are the best dancers or singers. Obviously, she can't not sing though. And I really liked her little black dress. I think someone came. This shouldn't take too long. Victoria's very simple, dressed very simply, only had a bob usually. I really can't wait to live on my own. And I say that all the time, and I really don't mean that in a way that I really can't stand my family, because that's just absolutely not true. I love being on my own. I love it. My plan really, motorbike, I'll just let you get out of the way. My plan really is to learn to drive, and I would say that I'm like 2 to 3 months away from booking my test, which is really sick. Learn to drive, lose the weight I want, and then after that I would like to start saving for a house. So not a house, because that's unrealistic in this market and day and age. An apartment is what I would like. A really nice apartment in a nice area. Because there are a lot of areas that aren't nice around where I live. And no offence to anyone who lives there, but you know, my sister lives on the dodgiest street in the world. I really do get scared going there every single time. And she's raising a baby. So yes, I would like in the next 5 years to be in my own apartment. Even less time, honestly. It's very scary, but I need to be on my own. Not in life, like I'd love to find someone to spend the rest of my life with, but I need to be on my own for a little bit, just so I can, like, I like living with people, but I need my own space, and because we don't live in a very big house, I don't have that, so, you know, is what it is though. Oh, are we stopping? Oh, how lovely, stopping. I'm nearly finished, so you might as well carry on. You know, times like this, I really hate living in England. I just hate living in England anyway, to be honest. We have some lovely views. The people who run the country are morons. I mean, that's the same for everywhere though, really. I mean, look at America. Lord help the people who live in America. I apologise to people who actually wanted to come here to see someone build the Spice Girls Lego, because unfortunately, with this camera angle, you're not really going to see much. So I don't have fancy equipment though, so yeah. You're just going to have to make do. I'm sure someone else on this site has probably made Spice Girls Lego, so go and watch them. Yeah, what kind of TikTok should I make? I really like making like little comedy bits, because I have a lot of those ideas. But I also really like pointing out stupid people on the internet, so I might do that. Because there's a lot of them, isn't there? Let's be honest. Like some of the things that people say, and I might do armies, to be honest, because a lot of the things that armies say are the most ridiculous things I've ever heard in my life. Oh, here we go, we're about to finish. Do I look different without my glasses on? I think I look really different. Oh, by the way, does my skin seem clearer? I realise you can't see at all from where you're sitting, but I think it does, because I've been using new, last couple of months I've been using new face stuff, and also I've been drinking at least like a litre of water a day, so that's helped. Also, we love an all black queen. Why are you not going on? Oh my god, sorry Victoria. There we go, now we just need to make a mic stand. Just as tough. And we are done. Finally, we're done with the Spice Girls Lego. Alrighty, let's line them up. So here we have Mel B, Emma, Mel C, Jerry and Victoria. So we've got Posh, Ginger, Sporty, Baby, Scary. And that concludes the Lego Spice Girls series. Should we see them close up? I'm gonna smash my knee. Scary. Baby. Sporty. Ginger. And Posh. Her hair looks weird. Okay, here we go, Spice Girls. Imagine they're singing Wannabe. And how amazing, lovely. Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now because I'm absolutely starving. Okay, bye.